Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of different for my channel. It's a little bit more of a plan with me than a journal with me. I thought this was just going to be me setting up my Hobonichis for the new year, but I think it's just going to be more of a plan with me because right now I'm trying to be flexible with this new system. So I decided to post it on this channel because I'm going to put some K-pop goodies in here. I want to track in my Hobonichi cousin. I really want to be tracking comebacks, purchases, as well as trades or anything like that. I've not been trading much in the past year, but I really would like to because I have some dupe photo cards. So I really want to track stuff like that in the new year, and also when idols are getting out of the military, stuff like that. And so I really want to incorporate that in my Hobonichi cousin, which is going to be more like my journal this year, kind of a daily planner. So it's going to be functional, but it's also going to be something that hopefully I can look back on as like a memory planner. I do have a Hobonichi Weeks. This is primarily for my Booktube channel. And I know I haven't spoken about that at length on this channel before, but I have another channel that's all about books. I will link to it down below. And I really found that this past year, I did not like having everything to do with my posting schedule or with filming, anything like that. I did not like the stress of that. I really did not like having it all in one place. And so I thought having a separate place for it would be great. This is going to be more functional than pretty. So as you can see, I've already just put up there things that I uploaded in the last week of the year, but I've also highlighted days that we have off and when I'm going to be out of town. So that'll help me know when to film things, when to pre-film things. And then the weekly is just going to be me telling myself when to film, when to edit for that channel. And the other page can be where I scribble down ideas for videos. So the week coming up is going to be very flexible. And so I have some lists of some things that I would like to film, things that I would like to get edited to go up on that channel. But this is really going to be more of a flexible style planner for me. It's not going to be something that's all that pretty. I'm just wanting to track things like my subscriber count here, and I really don't know how to do this. That channel is just not going to hit 10,000 subscribers this year. That's my opinion anyway, with just the way that it's grown over the past couple of years. Standard growth would put me in a couple thousand range. So I think probably what I'm looking at for the whole year is maybe reaching 8,000 subscribers on Booktube. And so I didn't want to put cards like people have been putting when they hit big milestones, because I don't think the growth is going to be that fast, especially to track just for the first half of the year. But I did want day to day and then week to week to track subscriber numbers. I haven't done that for this channel whatsoever because I don't post on this channel regularly. But I also want to track in this like Kindle books that I'm going to be purchasing, books that I haul, just books that I bring in. And then also I'm interested in tracking book of the month, which I'm subscribed to. I know that y'all are probably not nearly as interested in book content as you are in K-pop content or just planner content in general. But if we feel like setting something up today in this, I think it's just going to be putting some washi in and some stickers. The bigger to do is the cousin. And so this is something that I have been thinking about for a long time, but I still don't have a good system for. So as we go through here, you'll see that I have sticky notes everywhere. This spread here, the year at a glance, is just going to be mainly me tracking comebacks. I'm just going to highlight a day where a comeback came out, and that can be very flexible. Like here's 2022, so let's just choose a color. Right now I'm feeling like purple is one of my favorite colors. We had a comeback on the 28th with Wavy, and we had a comeback on the 30th with ATs. So those are groups that I'm interested in and that I'm kind of following, even if I don't collect them. So I just want to be noting that. And then I also will probably highlight times when I am out of town and stuff like paydays. And so maybe we should go on and do that. Try to highlight in different colors. Try to do something that would be more color coded. Payday for me is the last day of the month. So that's basically all I have to do. Let's just do it for the first 6 months. That's one of my big goals this year, is I'm not going to set goals that are year long. I'm just looking at the first 6 months of the year. That's about what I can achieve these days. So there's payday, and then I know a couple of times I'm going to be out of town, and then there are holidays that I think I should also highlight. So let's put going out of town. Let's say that is going to be blue. I think that just seems like it's going to go hand in hand with kind of these cool tones that we've got going. So I'm going to be out of town this month from the 13th to the 15th for the Oneness concert in Washington, D.C. I'm so pumped. Let's go for maybe a purpley pink color to highlight holidays in the first 6 months of the year. So times that I know I have off. So here, the first of the year, we have Monday, and then we also have the 16th. Oh gosh, I do not like that color. On camera, it doesn't show up nearly as bad as it does in person. In person, it's really giving Pepto-Bismol. So then we have Easter. Then we have Memorial Day, which will be off. And then I don't think we have anything in June or in March or February. So that's really exciting. I really like the color coding system. I've seen a lot of people use this in their Hobonichis. Love it. Right now, I don't know of any comebacks this month, but maybe I'm just way behind. So I need to look that up, and then I'll fill that in with this purple because I really like that. I think this will be fun to look back on. Then we have kind of these monthly areas. So what I am going to do is do habit trackers here. And I'm going to list the habit trackers down here and then fill in each day. It's January 2nd, so I'm already behind on this, and I don't think that I really achieved any of these goals. So one goal that I really want to put on here is going to be my water intake. I feel like I do pretty good on that, but I would like to do better. Then I wanted to do something like healthy eating or meal prep. I don't really know that that's a habit I would track every day. Bible reading, definitely want that on here. And no spending, a day with no spending, I really want to track. I was going to put reading every day on here, but I am going to be tracking that in my weeks in their kind of year at a glance daily page right at the front. And I'm already keeping up with that, as you can see. The only thing about this is that it's got the red, so it's hard to highlight over the red, but I really love the Hobonichi style. I had a Hobonichi years ago that I really enjoyed. So let's go on and get into this. I'll maybe speed it up, put some music over it. here's how the habit tracker is looking. I did decide to put in reading just in case I, for some reason, don't update my weeks. And then I put crafting and I put skincare because I feel like I've been pretty bad at that. And mostly in the end, I'm interested in finding products that work for me. So I also decided to put a little tab on. I don't have any tabs, so I'm making them out of these little circle stickers that I have from elsewhere, and I think that's going to work just fine. I also put a little bit of washi on there. I think in the end, washi is probably going to strengthen these pages, and so this is not the best washi tape because it curls, but there you go. Right now, that's the habit tracker. My monthly spreads are also going to be kind of flexible because they also really need to be functional. So again, the main thing that I want to do is highlight when I'm going to be out of town. I also want to make note of dates of comebacks, when people are getting out of the military, and birthdays. Because last year I fully intended to do a birthday spread for like everyone in EXO. Time just got away from me. And so this year I would really like to just remember when people's birthdays are. And so I know that Kai's is the 14th, which I'm going to be out of town. And then Dio's is the 12th, but I'm not going to be out of town. So I think what I'll do is just pop Dio on the 12th, and that will remind me. What I'm going to do though is highlight that I am going to be out of town. Before I do any decoration, I'm going to do some things that I know are functional. So I think I'll just highlight this bottom row to know that I am going to be out of town that weekend. And then we can just kind of go from there. So I have a lot of stuff that I need to do here in the next couple of weeks because on the 14th I'm seeing Oneness, and so I wanted to like make freebies. I wanted to get a lot of stuff together, and I don't know at this point that any of that is going to happen. And then I'm just going to put down here that I'm going to be out of town. I'm using erasable pens, the Friction pens by Pilot, because they are my best friend. And so let's zoom in a little bit so you can maybe see better. These are the only big days that I know of at this time, just knowing that I'm going to be out of town, and also that today we are observing New Year's, and then it will be MLK Day. Now, we did have the SMCU Palace, and I'm going to write that down up here. That was technically on Sunday in Korea, but here it was at 11 o'clock at night. And I didn't make it through the whole thing, but that's okay. So I want to make note of that because that was an event, that was a concert, technically, I guess, that you can say we attended. So that was really fun. It was so great to see EXO together. Oh my gosh. So that is an event, the Oneness concert. And right now, I think other than this being Kai's birthday, which maybe I'll write in a separate color, I don't know of much else that's going on. I got out all my little stickers thinking that that was going to be a good clue for me, but they are so big, so I don't think that that's really going to work. But I'll just write it down then. I tried to do this last year in my EXO journal. I tried to like do a monthly spread that included pictures of them and that was also relevant to what I was personally doing, and that 100% did not work for me. 100%. And so I think if I just morph everything together, like I know in February Baekhyun gets out on the 5th, I would like to make a note of that. But otherwise, this right now is what I know. I'm going to fill in a couple of other things that I know I need to do this coming month and this coming week. So let's do that, and then I will do some deco with you. like it like this. I really truly do. I think this is probably going to work out the best in terms of functionality. It's not very pretty, I recognize that, and I think some days will be more elaborate than others, but I just decided to make this very, very simple. So I do like a little collage over here, bringing the new year right, listen to EXO, but I don't know how I like these, like the spacing of them, because I've given a lot of space to what I eat in a day, just because I think that goes perfectly in line with the schedule, which I feel like I will need a lot of space for on my working days. And then over here can be to-do list. It could also be like journaling. I just decided to put up there, I brought in the new year right by watching the SMCU Palace. But down here, I felt like currently listening and watching was kind of crunched, but I'm not really ever watching more than one thing in a day. So I think that's probably all the space it really needs. I might set up the rest of the week like this. We can just see how that goes. But let's go back to the cover, and then I say we call it done. There you have it. So there's the cover. And I don't know, I think it's cute. I think I'll just put my right there. I think that'll be really cute. But thank you for joining me today. I know this was a different video, and I don't know that we even achieved anything, but that's always the case with videos on this channel, I feel like. So I'm sorry that we didn't do the weeks. If you were more interested in seeing that setup, I do want to go back over that, and I really want to do something more creative there, but we'll see. So hopefully my spreads will get more creative as the months go on, but I am really, really happy with this so far. I will keep you updated on it if you're interested, but that's going to be all for me today. I hope you're all having a great week. I will see you in my next video.